As businesses are becoming increasingly digital, there's a growing relevance of digital experience over other business disciplines, making it unambiguously the future of any business. Digital experience calls for effective management, as business will not only be accountable for what they possess in a virtual world, but also for the future to come. The future is what you monitor now. Site24x's AI-powered all-in-one monitoring platform is aimed at addressing different aspects of IT performance requirements, such as metrics, logs, and deep dive into code, all from one Meta console. The observability platform not only helps businesses answer some of their intriguing IT questions, but also helps arrive at the logic behind them, providing a holistic approach to IT monitoring from the cloud, helping discover new business possibilities, and striving towards a quintessential user and digital experience. Expect no miracle, but see the intelligence at work. Discover Site24x7.
Good morning to you all. I hope my the presentation is visible for you all, and my voice is also very clear. I'm Ashok, and I'll be your training for today's session. So we are starting the 2025 quarterly one training today. So this training will be happening twice in a week, split into 5 days of sessions. So in today's session, we will be going through the introduction to Site24x7 monitoring platform, and we will be diving deep into the internet services and also known as end user monitoring, and followed by on session 2, which will happen on Feb 27. We will be looking at infrastructure monitoring, which will include server and also the custom plugin monitoring, followed by network virtualization monitoring, log monitoring. And on session 4, you will have application performance monitoring and also the real user monitoring. And the last session, session 5, will be more towards the clients, the Site24x7 web client and all its features. So let us start with day 1 introduction and deep dive into website monitoring. And before we go ahead, recently on last year, Site24x7 has been recognized in the Gartner Magic Quadrant for digital experience monitoring. You can scan this QR to download the entire report of it. And all the presentation slide will be available in the handout section for your reference. And by end of this session, by EOD, you may receive all the recording of the session, those who registered. And if you have not registered and you're attending the session directly, please reach out to us on training at site24x7.com. So we will send you the recording as well. And my co-trainer, Dhanush Balaji, is available to answer your questions. You can use the questions tab for it. And in case of anything, in the audio interruptions or in the screen sharing interruptions, please keep us informed so we can take the necessary actions. So let us start with the session. So today's scope, first of all, we will come to know about the common terminologies that we use in monitoring platform Site24x7. And we slowly proceed with configurations of adding user and how do we configure alert for those users. And we will be looking at all the monitor types when it comes to end user monitoring, starting with website and proceed with synthetic monitoring, REST API, and all other internet services that we provide. And lastly, we will also take a look on security related monitors when it comes to the front end monitoring. So some of the common terminologies are like monitor. So any resource that you add for its tracking on performance as well as on its availability, we term that as a monitor. It can be your website, your server, or a network device, your application, anything in your IT infra that needs a track of its availability as well as its performance, to observe basically how your entire IT infra is working, and is there any gaps that needs to be addressed. Any resource that you added for is termed as a monitor inside 24/7, and the licensing part works between this basic and advanced. So here in Site 24/7, it is all resource-based licensing. So when you add one resource, it is going to cost you a license for it. So based on the monitor type, the functionality of the monitor, we have classified the licensing into two types. One will be the basic, and the other will be advanced. Some of the basic monitor list goes like this. So as you can see, your website, DNS server, ping monitor, and SSL certificate, domain expiry, REST API monitors, WebSocket monitor, and all your server-based monitor are all termed as web basic monitoring. And also some of cron monitors, all the native cloud monitors will be consuming under basic monitor licensing. And when it comes to advanced, we have synthetic monitoring like web transaction, web page speed, SaaS synthetics, APM, application performance monitoring. All these will be coming under the advanced monitor license. And when it comes to the application of a server like Office 365, SharePoint monitoring, all these will be coming under the advanced monitoring license. So now let us quickly know about what exactly a monitor group. So we have seen what a monitor means inside 24/7. Now let us see what a monitor group is. So as the name itself suggests, we can group multiple monitors together into one single group. Let's say, for example, you have your application team or your server team or network team. So basically, you want to group the network monitors together or server monitors together and place it under one single group, so that while adding those users into Site 24/7, you can simply restrict your team based users based on this monitor groups. So your server team will have only access to that one group, which consists of only the server monitors. So this will be effective when it comes to user management, alerting management, etc. So also when you group these monitors, and you can create subgroups for that monitor also, so that it will provide you a business view to know, to give a map representation of all your resources, how it is all connected. So now let me share my screen and show you how a monitor group is created in Site 24/7. So I am in Site 24/7 web client. To create a monitor group or to see any monitor group, you just have to come to Home, Monitor Group section, and you click on this plus icon. So this is the monitor group configuration page. So here you have the list of all the monitors added into your Site 24/7 account. So like I mentioned, if you want to filter monitors based on the types as well, you can very well do that using this group type filter. So I'm just going to configure a monitor group based on websites or the web-based monitor. So I can choose the number of monitors that I need here. And yeah, let me just provide a name as well. Yeah. So after choosing the monitor, there is an option given here to decide the monitor group status based on the number of monitors that is reporting down. So let's say, for example, I have selected 4 monitors above. So out of these 4, I want to change the monitor group status if any 2 of these monitors goes down. So I can just provide 2 here. So this will decide the monitor group status based on the status change of the individual monitors. And also, as I mentioned, you can create subgroups in monitor group as well, up to 5 level. So I can just provide a subgroup name as A, B, C, D. So under this monitor group, there will be 4 subgroups created. So I can simply classify, I can take a one website and have the website monitor as in the parent, and in the subgroups I can classify all its DNS monitor, SSL check or DNS check. All these can be classified into subgroups. So I can manage all the websites as well in monitor group and all its application in the subgroups as well. So when it comes to the monitor group, we have something called known as health check profile feature. So in this health check profile feature, you will be given an option, more number of options to manage your monitor group health. So your monitor group health is dependent on the number of monitors present inside the group. So you can add dependency when it comes to monitor group creation, or you can simply mute all the alerts from the monitor and just wish to receive alert from the monitor group. You can very well do that using all these options available in the health check profile. And when it comes to the threshold type, you can configure the number of monitors or the percentage based metrics when it comes to monitor group status. So let's say, for example, I want to receive a critical alert from my monitor group if number of critical monitor exceeds, uh, 3 or 4. I can very well do that using all these options provided under health check profile. So according to this configuration, if more than 3 monitors goes into critical state, my monitor group will notify me as trouble or critical based on the configuration that I do. So you can also attach an automation here. So these will be covered in the upcoming session, but let me give you an overview. So if the monitor group status reports as critical, you can map an automation template so that Site24x7 will trigger this automation from our side. So after creating this health check, you can just save that. And as we were talking about the dependency configuration, you can configure one single monitor here as a dependent monitor, so that whenever there is a status change for this monitor group, this parent monitor that we choose in this dependent on monitor list, that will be checked when it comes to monitor group status change. And only when the parent monitor is also down, instead of true alerts, you will receive only one alert suppressing the monitor group status. So let's say, for example, I take a router and I connected several access points to it, and if my router is down, I don't want to receive multiple alerts from my access points. Instead, I can just receive one alert, which means all the other access points connected to that router or switch is itself down. So during those scenarios, you can group all the access points together and configure the router as a parent monitor here in the dependency, so that when all the wireless access points goes down, you will not receive multiple alerts. Instead, you will receive only one alert, that is from the router. So for all those scenarios, all those use cases, you can configure this dependency when it comes to monitor groups. And also we have options to tag monitor groups, so that it will be easy for managing when it comes to all these configuration profiles like health check profile, threshold profile, notification profile, etc. And when it comes to alert setting in Site24x7, all the alerts will be sent based on the user alert group that you choose. So this configurations that you see here will be similar across all monitor types. Under alert settings, you will find the same options that are available. So let us see how we create a user alert group basically. So if I click here, or if I go to admin config user and alert management, and first of all, I need users to be added in my account. To do that, I can simply come over here and add, provide the email and what permission does the I'm going to give the user. All these can be managed while adding the user itself. And with Site24x7, we also have other sub products like Site24x7 Cloud Spend, Digital Risk Analyzer. all those user roles can be managed from Site24x7 as well. And yeah, in user addition page, you will get all these role-based access and which user alert group you wish to add this user. All these options can be given here.